seemingly unbeatable Ravens lost only twice this season, and one of those notches goes to the Browns. For odds analysis on their upcoming matchup, I have to bring in senior analyst for SportsLine, it's Larry Hartstein. Larry is more than 60% against the spread. Great track record, right, for picking the winners, Larry?
You know, I can't complain. I'm coming off a subpar week, though, and that just motivates me even more. I really love this Week 16 card, and let's finish strong.
Finish out the season strong, and we're going to talk about Baltimore's loss to Cleveland in just a minute here. But first, what are the most striking betting angles or trends that you're seeing in this matchup?
Well, you mentioned that loss, that 40-25 game. Since then, the Ravens have won 10 in a row, covered 7 of those, many by large margins. But you look at the Browns, and even though they were horrific in Arizona last week, at home, 3-0-1 against the number, their last 4 home games, divisional game, it makes sense that they'll show up here with a big motivated effort.
And that loss to Cleveland was 40-25 in Week 4. And I guess what's really been the major difference between these Ravens we're seeing now and then the version that we saw who lost to Cleveland? Does revenge play a big role here?
Well, you know, John Harbaugh never takes his foot off the gas, and so revenge is a factor, plus the fact they can wrap up the #1 seed. But more importantly, since that game, the Ravens are the #1 defense in all of football. We talk about Lamar Jackson, and he had extra rest for this game. So that's going to be something the Browns have to deal with no Myles Garrett. But, I mean, no Brandon Williams that first time, no Marcus Peters, no Jimmy Smith, none of the run stoppers. They have completely different defense. I just think even if the Browns do show up with a good, focused, motivated effort, which is not a guarantee, but I think they will, it's just hard to make a case for the Browns against a juggernaut like the Ravens with everything they have going in the defense. Like I said, the best in football since Week 4.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Larry. You can check out all of his picks on SportsLine. You can catch this game Sunday at 1 Eastern on CBS. Katie Johnston for CBS Local Sports.